Annyeonghaseyo! Welcome back to my class. We previously tackled the primary vowels and secondary vowels. And for today, we will discuss 14 basic consonants. In basic consonants, we have different rules because this consonant changes in pronunciation depending on their position. Let's begin our first consonant, which is the consonant kyok. Kyok, when it is in the first or final position, it will sound as K. For example, this word, because kyok is in the first and final position, we will read this word as kak. Okay? So another rule is when kyok is in between two vowels, it will sound as letter G. For example, this word. As you know, these two alphabets are vowels, and because kyok is in the middle, we will pronounce it as G. So this word is kagi. Kagi. Our last rule in kyok is when it is followed by nian, riel, miam, or iyeng, it will sound as letter G. For example, this word. Because the final consonant in the syllable is miam and it is followed by kyok, this kyok is pronounced as letter G. We will read this word as kamgi. Kamgi. That's the rule regarding the consonant kyok. It has two sound value, the letter K and letter G, depending on its position in a word or syllable. The next basic consonant is the consonant nian. It will sound as N. It has no rules. It always sounds as N wherever its position. For example, this word. Nian is in the first and middle position and it will sound as both N. So we will read this word as nuna. Nuna. Next consonant is the consonant tigut. So its rules is first or final position, it will sound as letter T. For example, this word. Because tigut is in the first and final position, it will sound as T. We will read this as tut. Tut. Another rule. Between two vowels, it will sound as D, letter D. For example, this word. The tigut is in the middle of two vowels, it will sound as letter D. So this example is tade. Tade. Last rule for tigut is when it is followed by nian, riel, miam, and iyeng, it will sound as letter D. For example, this word. The final consonant in first syllable is nian and it is followed by tigut. This tigut will pronounce as letter D. We will read this word as tandi. Tandi. Next basic consonant is the consonant riel. Riel has two rules. First, when it is in the first position, it will sound as R. Between two vowels, it will sound as R. So, for example, this word. Because the riel is in the middle of the two vowels, or between two vowels, it will sound as R. This is nara. Nara. Another rule is, when it is in the final position, it will sound as L. For example, this word. Because riel is in the final position of the syllable, it will sound as null. Null. Next consonant is the consonant miam. Miam will sound as M. It has no rules, so wherever it's positioned, it's always letter M. For example, this word. Mium is in the first and final position and it always sounds as M. This word will pronounce as mum. Mum. Okay? So, next basic consonant is the consonant piup. So, it has also 3 rules. First, when it is in the first or final position, it will sound as letter P. Letter P. For example, this word. Because piup is in the first and final position, it will sound as P. This is pop. Pop. Another rule, between 2 vowels, it will sound as B. Letter B. For example, this word. The piup is in the middle position or between 2 vowels. It will sound as letter B. We will read this as na B. Na B. Another one is followed by niun, riul, mium, and iyung. It will sound also as letter B. Letter B. For example, this word. The piup is followed by mium. It will sound as tambe. Tambe. Next basic consonant is the consonant iyung. Rules are, when it's in the first position in every syllable, it will sound as silent. As I discussed to my previous videos, iyung acts as a substitute consonant if vowels doesn't have any paired consonant, so that if you place the iyung before a vowel, it will pronounce as silent. Let's see this example. Iyung is in the first position in the first and second syllable. Also, it is placed before a vowel, that's why it will be pronounced as silent. This word is ai. Ai. Next rule, when iyung is placed in the final or last position, it will sound as ng. Ng. Let's say for example, this word. The iyung is placed in the final position or last position in the second syllable, and as a rule, it will sound as ng. We will pronounce this word as tabang. Tabang. Next basic consonant is the consonant shiot. The rules are, when it is paired by the vowel ya, yo, yo, u, and e, it will sound as sh. Sh. For example, because shiot is paired with the vowel e, we will read this one as shin. Shin. Next rule. When shiot is not paired with the vowels mentioned above, it will sound as s. S. For example, shiot here is paired with a. The vowel a was not included on the list of vowels above, so shiot will pronounce as s only. This one is sun. Sun. Always remember guys, if shiot is not paired with those 5 vowels above, it will sound as s. Last rule for shiot, if shiot is in the final position, it will sound as t. Letter T. So for example, this word here, the shiot is placed in the final position. We will read this word as ot. Ot. Next consonant is the consonant shiot. Rules are, when its place is in the first position in a word or sentence, it will be pronounced as ch. Ch. For example, shiot is in the first position. We will pronounce this as chonen. Chonen. Okay? Another rule. When its place is in the middle position, its sounds will be J. Letter J. Let's say for example, the chiut is in the middle position. That's why it will be pronounced as moja, moja. And last rule, when its place is in the final position, it will sound as T, letter T. In this example, chiut is in the final or last position. So we will pronounce this word as nat, nat. Next consonant is the aspirated chiut. This consonant is almost the same with the consonant chiut, but this one is aspirated, so just add H to the pronunciation to the original consonant. So let's see the rules. When it is placed at the first or middle position, it will sound as CH. CH. For example, this word, the aspirated chiut is in the first position, so it will sound as CH. We will pronounce this word as chima, chima. Another example, this one, the aspirated chiut is in the middle position, so the sound value of this consonant is CH. We will pronounce this word as achim, achim. Another rule is, if the aspirated chiut is in the final position, the sound value is T, letter T. For example, the aspirated chiut is in the final or last position, the sound value of this will be T. We will read this word as myot, myot. Next consonant is the aspirated kyok. This consonant also is almost the same with the consonant kyok, but this one is aspirated. So let's look at the rules of this consonant. When it's in the first or middle position, the sound value will be KH. KH. Let's say for example, this one, the aspirated kyok is in the first and middle position, so the sound value is KH. We will pronounce this word as coconut, coconut. Okay? Next rule. When the aspirated kyok is in the final position, the sound value will be K, letter K only. So example, in this word, the aspirated kyok is placed in the last or final position. So we will read this one as puok, puok. The next basic consonant is the aspirated tigut. The rules are, if it is placed in the first or middle position, its sound value will be TH. TH. Let's say for example, this one, the aspirated tigut is placed in the first position and in the middle of two alphabets. It will sound as TH. We will pronounce this word as tomato, tomato. Okay? Next one is when aspirated tigut is in the final position, the sound value is T, letter T. Example, the aspirated tigut here is placed in the last or final position. So we will read this one as meat, meat. Another consonant is the aspirated p-up. The rules are, when the aspirated p-up is in the first or middle position, the sound value will be ph, ph. Example, this word, the aspirated p-up is in the first and middle position, so the sound value will be ph. We will read this word as papaya, papaya. And the next rule is, when aspirated p-up is in the final position, the sound value will be P, letter P. Example, in this word, the aspirated PF is placed at the last or final position, so the sound value is letter P. We will pronounce this word as yop, yop. The last basic consonant is the consonant hiut. Rules are, if it is placed in the first or middle position, it will sound as H, letter H. Let's say for example, this word, the hiut, is placed in the first position, so it will be pronounced as hana, hana. Another rule is, when hiut is placed in the final position, it will sound as T, letter T. For example, in this word, hiut is placed in the final position, so we will pronounce this word as mot, mot. Alright, these are the 14 basic consonants. I hope you learned something and I hope you familiarize the consonants as well as every rules, because in the next lesson, we will discuss about the 5 double consonants. Thank you for watching and hope to see you to my next class.